These disco hits made you dance until dawn, and yet today, nobody remembers them. But you didn't know that one of them was born from a military coup in Jamaica, or that another started a war with rock and roll.
Push, push in the bush. You know I like to.
These are the lost gems that defined the wildest nights of the 70s, the tracks that ruled the charts before history decided to hit the delete button. Today we are spinning back to vinyl's golden age to uncover the 10 legendary disco songs that were unjustly forgotten. Let's break the seal and drop the needle. Number 10, Ring My Bell, Anita Ward. Can a song written for 11-year-olds accidentally become a sexual anthem of the disco era? The story is ridiculous. Producer Frederick Knight originally wrote Ring My Bell as an innocent tune about teenagers chatting on the phone. It was meant for a child, but when Anita Ward got hold of it, they rewrote the lyrics with a tone so suggestive that the phrase stopped being childish forever. It hit number 1 on the entire planet. Listen to innocence being converted into pure seduction. What you're hearing now is the perfect one-hit wonder, explosive, unforgettable, and absolutely unique. Ward conquered the world for one summer and then disappeared from the map as if she never existed. The bell rang once, but when it rang, the whole planet listened. Number 9, More, 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 Andrea True Connection. This is the most bizarre story in disco history. From adult film star to queen of the dance floor, all thanks to a geopolitical accident. Did you know this song exists only because a coup in Jamaica stranded Andrea True on the island? True was filming a commercial in Kingston when the government collapsed and the borders closed. She couldn't take her money out of the country, but she could spend it there. So she used all her cash to book a local recording studio and record the first thing that came to her mind. She came up with this, and it sold millions.
But if you want to know how I really feel, just
Listen to the hit that was born from pure geopolitical chance. What you're hearing now is survival converted into sensuality. True didn't plan to be a singer. She didn't plan to get stuck in Jamaica. She didn't plan any of it. But when chaos closes every door, sometimes the only way out is a microphone and a little bit of bravery. The result was one of the most sensual tracks of the entire disco era. Number 8, Boogie Oogie Oogie, A Taste of Honey.
'cause we gonna boogie, oogie, oogie till you just can't boogie no more.
Could a disco song actually defeat the Cars and Elvis Costello at the Grammys? In 1979, A Taste of Honey won the Grammy for Best New Artist. They beat the Cars. They beat Elvis Costello. They beat Chris Rea. Rock purists tore their hair out.
Everybody here tonight was boogie.
Magazines screamed scandal, but the Academy had spoken. Disco had beaten rock on its own turf. Listen to the boogie that provoked the most scandalous betrayal in Grammy history. What you're hearing now is disco declaring war on rock and roll in enemy territory and winning. While critics wrote furious obituaries, people kept dancing because at the end of the day, the hype dies. But the dance floor doesn't lie.
On the floor, 'cause we're gonna boogie, oogie, oogie till you just.
A Taste of Honey made millions of people move their bodies. The Cars made millions of people nod their heads. The difference is in the feet. This is the boogie that proved the dance floor could conquer rock and roll. Number 7, Fly, Robin, Fly, Silver Convention. Could a song reach number 1 with only 6 words in 5 minutes? Fly, Robin, fly, up to the sky. That is the entire lyric. 6 words, 5 minutes of song, number 1 in the United States. What Silver Convention proved is that in the disco era, words were secondary. The groove was everything. The bass ruled, the drums decided, and the voice was just another instrument at the service of the rhythm. Listen to the proof that words were surplus when the body was already dancing. What you're hearing now is the purest demonstration that in disco, the beat was God. You didn't need a story, you didn't need a message, you didn't need poetry or depth. You needed a rhythm that grabbed you by the waist and didn't let go for 5 minutes. Silver Convention understood that better than anyone. 6 words and a bass that doesn't stop, enough to conquer the world. Number 6, a fifth of Beethoven, Walter Murphy. The exact moment Beethoven put on platform boots and stepped onto the dance floor. Did you know this track appears on the Saturday Night Fever soundtrack? But almost no one remembers who did it. Walter Murphy took Beethoven's Fifth Symphony, put a funky bass line underneath it, added disco drums, and turned it into a #1 hit. 200 years of classical music packaged into a disco groove. Classical music purists were horrified. The dance floor responded by dancing harder. Listen to the anonymous genius who made the classics dance. What you're hearing now is high culture converted into pop culture without asking for permission. Murphy proved that Beethoven had more groove than any musicologist was willing to admit. Those 4 famous notes, the most recognizable in classical history, found a second life in the discos of New York. Ludwig would have been horrified, or maybe he would have danced. We'll never know. This is the delirium that proved even Beethoven could be funky. Number 5, In the Bush, Musique. What happens when disco gets too explicit for conventional radio? While the Bee Gees were singing in falsetto in white suits about innocent love, Musique was recording tracks with moans so explicit that radio stations didn't know whether to play them or lock them away.
Push, push, in the bush. You know I want to get
In the Bush was the dark side of disco, the one that didn't appear on TV, the one that played at 3 a.m. in the basements of New York where the smoke was too thick to see the floor. Listen to the raw side that the disco era tried to hide. What you're hearing now is the New York underground raising its head in the mainstream and scaring the world. Disco had 2 faces, the clean face of Studio 54 with celebrities and champagne, and this face, the face of clubs with no name and no address, where the music was dirtier, more honest, and freer. In the Bush lived in that second face, and from there, it showed the world what disco really was when no one was watching. Number 4, Instant Replay, Dan Hartman. The hidden genius who jumped from the hardest rock to the brightest dance floor without messing up his hair. Did you know Dan Hartman was a respected rock producer and musician who played with the Edgar Winter Group before making the leap to disco? While other rockers spat on disco like it was a plague, Hartman saw the opportunity and took it. Instant Replay is pure, frenetic energy, optimistic synthesizers, and a contagious voice that sounds like the guy couldn't stop smiling while he was recording.
Let me show it.
Listen to the brightest jump between genres that nobody remembers. What you're hearing now is pure talent, adapting to the times without losing a gram of authenticity. Hartman didn't disguise himself as a disco artist. He took his rock producer instinct into a new territory and created something that sounded like no one else. It was too funky for rock and too smart for generic disco. It fell between 2 worlds, and neither claimed him as their own. The genius who proved that true talent has no musical borders. Number 3, I Love the Nightlife, Alicia Bridges.
I love the nightlife. I've got to forget on the disco ride.
Can someone hate disco with their entire soul and still create the perfect anthem of the genre?
Please don't talk about love tonight.
Alicia Bridges hated being labeled a disco artist. She came from country and rhythm and blues. She hated the mirror balls and the polyester suits, but she wrote this song of heartbreak and heartache that became one of the most emblematic tracks in discos around the world. The irony is brutal. The woman who hated disco created the perfect song to dance to with a broken heart. Listen to the rebellion that refused to repeat the formula.
I love the nightlife. I've got to forget on the disco ride.
What you're hearing now is pure authenticity, rejecting the commercial success that she herself had created. Bridges could have recorded 10 more songs with the same formula and lived off the royalties forever. She refused. She returned to her country and blues roots and let this song become her only disco legacy. She preferred to be honest once than successful 10 times. Number 2, I Can't Stand the Rain, Eruption.
I can't stand the rain against my window.
Can a disco version surpass a sacred American soul classic? Frank Farian, the brain behind Boney M., and the future architect of Milli Vanilli, took the classic by Ann Peebles and reinvented it as a European dance floor bomb.
And there's one sound that I just can't stand.
Eruption crushed the original with a devastating rhythmic bass, monumental production, and an energy the original soul track never had. In Europe, it outsold the original. In America, it sparked a furious debate about whether they had the right to touch something sacred. Listen to the reinvention that conquered continents. What you're hearing now is the power of European production transforming American soul into something completely different.
I can't stand the rain against my window.
Farian wasn't afraid of anything. He took untouchable classics, threw them in the Eurodisco blender, and pulled them out as dance floor monsters. Some called it sacrilege, others called it genius. Millions of records sold suggest the second option won. Number 1, Turn the Beat Around, Vicki Sue Robinson.
Turn the beat around. Love to hear her.
The forgotten pioneer who created the mold for the future and got stuck in the past. Did you know that Gloria Estefan recorded this same song 2 decades later and took all the credit that belonged to Vicki Sue Robinson? In 1976, Robinson created this hurricane of Latin percussion and disco energy that should have made her a superstar.
You gotta move your feet and wanna feel a bit. Hey.
The song is a doctoral thesis on rhythm. Every instrument has its moment. Every percussion hit is a statement of intent. But the world forgot her and remembered Estefan. Listen to the biggest injustice in disco. What you're hearing now is pure genius that history decided to ignore.
Turn the beat around. Love to hear her.
Robinson recorded the original. She put in the body, the voice, the energy, the sweat. She created the mold that 20 years later, another artist used to become famous. And when people hear Turn the Beat Around, they think of Estefan, not Robinson. It is the silentest injustice of the entire disco era, the pioneer who built the house but was never invited to live in it. She created the future but got stuck in the past. These lost gems prove that dancing never goes out of style. These tracks may have been forgotten by the mainstream, but they defined an era of liberation and rhythm. If one of these tracks brought back a memory, let us know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe to Rock Inferno to keep the music playing. Thanks for watching.